Welcome to Agree to Disagree. I'm your host, Tyson Peters, and today we have the Military Bowl between Tulane and Virginia Tech starting in about 10 minutes, and this should be a decent one. I think Tulane's a pretty good team, but Virginia Tech absolutely manhandled Virginia, not Georgia, and we'll see who wins this. Um, Switching it up a little bit. Usually I'm facing this way. This time I'm facing this way, bit of a change. And then um we haven't been here in a while. Uh but the next podcast will probably come out after the new year. So um hopefully we can do that. There's just been a lot going on this month of December. Um so I hope this game gets underway soon. I'm excited to watch some football on a Wednesday afternoon because it's bowl season. And taking a look at the teams, you got Tulane. They are 11-2, I'm pretty sure. And then you have Virginia Tech on the complete other end of the spectrum, 6-6. And you're like, how did these two teams match up in the bowl game together? I honestly don't know. But I think it does have to do with the fact that Tulane lost the conference to SMU, and SMU got a pretty good bowl game after their win against Tulane. They'll play Boston College in the Fenway Bowl tomorrow, and they're obviously ranked higher than Tulane. Tulane ranked 23, going up against a 6-6 team. Yet for some reason it says that Virginia Tech is favored to win this game, so we will see who wins the game. Yeah, it looks like here that Tulane is not favored. I'm trying to look at different sources because this one seems odd. It says Virginia Tech has a 79.3% chance to win this game. And the spread, according to CBS Sports, let's look at that. If it would load, that'd be nice. It looks like the Hokies are 10.5-point favorites. Over under 43.5 points. And I don't know if we're going to hit that over. We'll see. So Virginia Tech favored. Virginia Tech versus Tulane money line as Hokies minus 411 and the Green Wave at 318. Virginia Tech is 8-9 when they're favorites in the past 17 games. Tulane is 9-7 as underdogs since 2020. I don't know who's going to win this game. I think it'll be an interesting one. We will see. Game's still not starting yet. Got a bunch of time to kill. Guess we could look at some other bowl games we got going on the rest of the week. It's so weird. Wednesday afternoon, watching some college football and having a good time with it. Last night's games, we'll talk about those. They were wild. Non-stop scoring from Texas State. as they beat Rice 45-21. And I thought that it was crazy how much they were scoring. Holloway had, I think, 2 pick sixes, or at least 1 pick. Or, yeah, he had 2 pick sixes, I'm pretty sure, which, crazy. And then, I mean, this game was pretty tight. It was 24-21 at one point, and then Texas State just ran away with it. So good job to them. And then Bowling Green versus Minnesota, no offense in the first half. It's 10-9 at the end of the first half. And then Minnesota scores 14 in the third quarter and then 7 in the fourth to win it 30-24. They controlled time of possession, having 33.37, and they actually were outgained in passing yards by a bunch. Bowling Green had 221 passing yards, and Minnesota had 26. That is wild. And Minnesota with the only turnover of the game, but they still get it done in the Quick Lane Bowl. And then we go to the Guaranteed Rate Bowl. Kansas finally winning a bowl game. This was an offensive, like, there was no stopping Jason Bean. Pretty sure he had 6 touchdowns, which tied a school record for KU. Yeah, it was wild. 28-10 at halftime, and then UNLV storms back, but just out of reach, and they couldn't get the 2-point conversions at the end, and Kansas just kept on scoring. They would not stop. Looked like there was no defense on the field at all, and it was a good offensive showdown if you like that. If you like a defensive game, this isn't the one you want to watch. And then another thing, 18 penalties from the Kansas Jayhawks to 9 from UNLV. And Jason Bean, despite his 6 touchdowns, had 3 interceptions, which is crazy. He is way too careless with the football. But they still get the job done. And then I guess there weren't any bowl games. There weren't any on Christmas or the day before Christmas, Christmas Eve. So that slate was nothing. And then on the day before Christmas Eve, you had a few bowl games. A few of them were good. South Alabama smashed Eastern Michigan by 49 points. Northwestern beat Utah. I thought Utah was going to win that game, but Northwestern wins it in Big Ten fashion. Only scoring 14, but holding Utah to 7. Very defensive game, like usual. And I feel like we're going to see kind of that today. We'll have to see because Virginia Tech is favored, but we'll see if they'll be able to score the points. Obviously, Virginia Tech, let's look at their resume coming into this game as 6-6. Week 1, taking on Old Dominion, they got the win and then lost to Purdue. That's a tough loss because Purdue wasn't very good this year. They lose to a Rutgers team who was decent this year, and then they lose to Marshall, who you shouldn't be losing to Marshall. I don't think they should have lost to Marshall, but they lose by 7 there. To the Thundering Herd of Marshall. And then they play Pitt, where they get a big win, much needed win. They're 2-3 going into Florida State. And I mean, what did you expect? They're undefeated. They beat them. Now they're 2-4. Then they play Wake Forest. Pretty easy win. Handled them really well. Very easy win. So they're 3-4. They beat Syracuse. They're 4-4, middle of the road, just like if they were 6-6. And Then they get killed by Louisville, beat Boston College, lose in a close one to ranked North Carolina State, go in 5-6 against their rivals and smoke them 55-17 over Virginia as the Hokies are running out onto the field right now. So we are going to get things started soon for the 2023 Military Bowl. If we look at Tulane, they beat South Alabama, lost to Ole Miss, beat Southern Miss, beat Nicholls State. I'd hope you can beat Nicholls State. Beat UAB, beat Memphis, beat North Texas, beat Rice, beat East Carolina, beat Tulsa, beat Florida Atlantic, beat UTSA, and then they go to play SMU, and they failed to get it done. Not back-to-back champs this year, but let's see if they can win the Military Bowl, even though they're not favored. This will be a good one, folks. We'll see. And kickoff just right around the corner for the Green Wave in all black uniforms. Kind of looks good with that dark green helmet. I kind of enjoy those uniforms, not gonna lie. And then Virginia Tech in white, silverish uniforms. They're looking to force a lot of turnovers with their good defense. I think they can definitely do that. Just waiting for kickoff here. We'll see. I like the Virginia Tech on the side of the helmet. Their logo is in red, white, and blue, like the American flag. And looks like a kind of chilly day there in, I think it's Indianapolis. A little windy, definitely in there, showing Virginia Tech quarterback Kyron Drones. Um, yeah, and they have almost everyone playing today. 21 out of their 22 starters. Um, this is gonna be a competitive game. I see. I still think it's weird that 11-2 Tulane are not favored compared to 6-6 barely getting in Virginia Tech. But we will see. Should be starting any minute now. And obviously we got the scoreboard right there. Yeah, this is gonna be a competitive game. I think if Tulane can just get up on them early with their good rushing attack, their running back's pretty good. Um, I think they can win this game. And then if Virginia Tech just plays good defense, hits the quarterback, makes him throw picks, makes him fumble, I think that this could be a very, very close game. And I'd like to see a close game, a good game, unlike that game yesterday between Texas State and Rice. Oh, here we go. Set to kick off is Virginia Tech. They're set to kick to Tulane, and we'll see the offense for the Green Wave first. And here we go. It's bowl season, and the Military Bowl has just begun. Tulane takes a touchback. They'll start at midfield. And coming in for Tulane, quarterback Kai Horton. This will be his, I think, third start this season. We'll see what he can do. Oh, it is raining. It is raining in Indianapolis right now. In shotgun, Horton gets the snap, and he'll keep it himself and gets driven backwards. No gain. Good defensive effort there from the Virginia Tech team. They're all rushing to the football, and Tulane's going, hurry up. They're rushing to the ball, and they're going to snap it. Play fake, looks, throws, dumps it off to the tight end, who gets a pickup of about, let's see, was that 5 or 6 yards? It'll be third down. And oh, was it incomplete? No. Looked like they said it was incomplete. It's 3rd and 4 now. 3rd and 5. Excuse me. And he'll throw again to the side, incomplete. Unfortunate. Tulane starts with a 3 and out, and this is what I was saying. They gotta put it on them early, and Virginia Tech has a good defensive stand there with 14:05 left. It'll be 4th down. Sending out the punt unit is Tulane. And high kick. The rain might play a factor here too. He lets it bounce and it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line, almost hitting the referee. We'll see Kyron Jones now, as there's 13:56 left in the first quarter. And Kyron Jones just has to make plays on this defense. I think he can, but it might be a little hard here in the rain. Yeah, it is raining pretty good down there. Well, actually, up there. Obviously, transfer from Baylor. Took over in week 3 to become the starter, and now he's leading his team in the Military Bowl to what they hope is a victory. In shotgun, drones from the 20. Motions a man, gets the snap, pitches it out to the running back, and he'll pick up 3. If even. Might have been 2. We'll see what they have. And it was 3. And they're going to hurry up too. Shotgun, motions a man, gets it, hands it off. No, it's a play fake. Looks to throw, pumps, throws, incomplete to the receiver. Looks like he slipped. He pumped once and then threw it. And it's just behind the receiver and he slips trying to grab it. It'll be a 3rd down and 7. And I didn't realize it was raining. This could be a very low-scoring game. Tough to hold the football for Kyron Jones. Man goes in motion. They're going to fake the jet sweep. Drones right up the middle. Gets the first down and still going. And he'll be brought down at the 40, but the ball comes out. Tulane saying they have it. And I think they're going to rule him down at the 40. Big pickup by Drones. Yeah, he was untouched till the first down, and it looks like he was down. As Drones now in shotgun from the 39. Another motion, looks, hands off, throws. Pass is going to be incomplete, just too high for the receiver. And it'll be 2nd and 10. Obviously, Virginia Tech didn't make a bowl game last year. With their new head coach, Brent Pry, he comes back for his 2nd year at Virginia Tech and leads them to a bowl game. And right now they are driving pretty decently. It'll be 2nd and 10, though. Drones still in shotgun. He'll get it. Looks. And he'll try and run, but he's thrown down at the line of scrimmage. Big tackle for Tulane. It'll be 3rd down and 10. 2 men on sorry about that. 2 men in on the tackle. It'll bring up 3rd and 10. Drones in shotgun. Pumps. Oh, ball slips out of his hand. Picked up by Tulane. Running it down. Touchdown, Green Wave. Huge touchdown. Ball slips out of Drones' hand. And the Tulane Green Wave start us off with points on the board with their defense up 6-0. Huge play. It just slips out of his hands when he looks to throw. He definitely rain a factor there as he runs into the end zone. Huge play for Tulane. And yeah, it just slips out of his hand, and the extra point down the middle. And Tulane up 7-0. As wow, not the way I expected it to start. That was wild. But it was Tyler Grubbs running it in for the touchdown. The junior from New Orleans runs it in, and it's a 7-0 game with 12:01 left in the first. Tulane 3 and out, but their defense comes together and forces a big turnover here. And they're saying we should not be the underdogs at 11-2, but it's definitely without Michael Pratt, it's going to be tough. And obviously, we saw that on the first offensive drive with Kai Horton, the redshirt sophomore. Needed a quick refreshment after that. That was a wild play and a wild turn of events because Virginia Tech was driving really well until he drops back and he hits the ball and it slips out of his hand, and very unfortunate for very unfortunate for Kyron Drones. And I don't really know what to do on these commercials. Talked about everything that's happened. The rain definitely playing a factor, though, and it's going to. You got to be more careful with what you're doing with the ball, because one wrong move and it's 6 points the other way. And that's what happened to Kyron Drones there and Virginia Tech. Didn't take that long for Virginia Tech to drive. They were driving. They were at about the 39-yard line, so it was a 39-yard scoop and score on 3rd and 10. And, I mean, I wonder what Kyron Jones is thinking right now. I mean, you got to be mad, but you got to just pick yourself up. You still got 57 minutes and 1 second to play. So you can't be holding out this anger for the entire time, as we are finally back. Feels like it takes forever. But Tulane set to kick it off after the scoop and score touchdown by Tyler Grubbs. And he boots that one away. And it's going to be caught and returned out past the 20 and brought down at the 25. And Here he comes, back here. Kyron Drones looking to redeem himself. Rainy conditions playing a factor here. 11:54 left in the first. Drones in shotgun. Motion man. It's going to be a... Oh, it's an option, and Drones keeps for a nice pickup there. It'll get about 7 or 6, and oh, injury. Injured player on the field. The injured player is hard to tell who it is. Looks like it's Jesus Mercado, the junior from Miami, Florida. Down on the turf. It'll be second down and 4 or 3, maybe. And oh, it's always a bad sign when the coach goes out to check. Head coach out there looking at the injury. And they help him up. It looks like he's walking now. So with 11:41, it'll be a second down. And let's see if it's 4 or 3. It is 3. I'm always wrong. Sometimes I'm right, though. Every once in a while, I'm right. Okay. Shotgun. Oh, clock started. And gets the snap. He'll keep it. Drones reaching for the first down. He's going to be short a yard. Wow. Big stop. It'll be a 3rd and 1 coming up for the Virginia Tech Hokies, as they're looking to maybe do what the Eagles do, but anything to convert. In shotgun, he's gonna keep it for like a 4th straight time. He'll take it to the 39, which is funny because that's where he fumbled the football on the last possession. Let's see if he holds on to it here. At the 39, Kyron Drones has ran it the last 3 or 4 plays, I think. I mean, they're just running a simple play, read option, zone read, that type of concept. And in shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And a nice run, pickup of about 7. And that was, I don't even know how to pronounce his name, Tulane. Bahashal Tulane. I'm sorry, that's incorrect, I know. I guarantee it is. But they're going to give it to him again. Looks for the outside edge and gets hit out of bounds. Short of the first down again. It'll be a 3rd down and 1. Once again, let's see if the green wave can stop it this time. And oh, they're ruling it inbounds. And the snap hands it off to him for the 3rd straight play. Tulane gets penetration, and he goes nowhere. The ball comes out. Looks like he loses a yard. Oh, what happened here? With 9:13 left, it's 4th and 2. Oh, the ball does get hit out of his hand. The weather, wow. It gets hit out and it goes out of bounds. So it's going to be a 4th and 2. Looks like they're keeping the offense on the field. They're 63% on 4th down this season. Drones looks to throw. He rolls out. He fakes. And he'll get the first down and more. Drones, oh, tripped up at the 35. Big play by Drones. It'll be a 1st and 10 for Virginia Tech. They're still going, keeping this drive alive. Snap, hands it off to the back, and oh, they get nowhere. Great defensive push. And that was Malachi Thomas with the rush there. The Tulane defense is having a very good push into the backfield, being able to stop everything, it looks like. It seems like. 2nd and 10 here. Looks, throws, dumps it off to the back again, and he'll get to the 31. It'll be a 3rd down. Third down and 5. Oops. 3rd and 5 here. Just under 7 minutes to go now. And rolls out. No, he'll run it right up the middle. Kyron Jones' running game cannot be stopped by this defense. They seem to be able to stop everything, but when he runs right up the middle. They're in the red zone now. 1st and 10. Looking for the first offensive touchdown of the game. And he'll snap it. Throws. Pass to the tight end. Oh, he dropped it. And very upset about that drop. He punches the ground a few times. And it'll be 2nd and 10. It was pretty good defense on him, but should have had that. He had it in at least one hand. And that was Harrison St. Germain, I think. I'm not good with names. And, odd formation here for Virginia Tech. You got 3 wide receivers out, and they're going to hand it off back to the running back, Tootin. And he'll pick up 1. It'll be a 3rd down and 9. With just under 6 minutes to go. Shotgun, looks, throws, end zone. Nobody there. No one home. And an injured Virginia Tech player, as I just realized that I accidentally looked off the AP poll, and Tulane is not ranked 23. So I'm going to take that off. That was my bad. As they go to commercial. And, Virginia Tech was driving, but now it's a 4th and 9. Do you go for the field goal here? I think I would. Honestly, I think it's just easier if you just kick for 3 and then your defense was able to stop them if you can just convert on offense because Virginia Tech had a very good defensive outing. Can't believe I accidentally put that they were ranked number 23. I'm sorry about that. I looked off the AP top 25 poll, and I mean, if you go off that, they are ranked 23. But obviously we go off the CFP poll, and they are unranked in that. We got 5:37 left in this first quarter. And a lot of action, even though the score's only 7-0. I mean, you have that 4th down and 2 huge pickup there. You have obviously the scoop and score, the big 3 and out. It's been a pretty good game so far, and I'm enjoying it, but we only have 5 more minutes left in this first quarter. And we'll see what'll happen. But man, I really don't know what to do on these commercials. I'm trying to talk, but I feel like I'm just repeating stuff like the rain. It's a big factor right now. Um, hope everyone had a Merry Christmas though. And yeah, we're ready for bowl season. New Year's 6 coming up. We'll give the predictions and stuff about that at the halftime report, which isn't for another 20 minutes in football minutes. 20 game time minutes. Yeah, there it is. As we're coming back here, it's a 4th and 9 after the injury for the Hokies, and they're going to line for a field goal. In the rain, might be a little hard. Don't know how windy it is there, but I know it's raining. As John Love sets up, he's 20 for 22 this season. And his kick is up and good. Even in the rain, he's perfect. And it is 7-3 now. As we'll see Tulane get the kickoff and see if they can get a first down on offense. They're up 7-3, yet haven't got a first down on offense. As obviously they're with their redshirt sophomore quarterback, Kai Horton, and not with their usual starter, Michael Pratt, the junior. So we'll see what Kai Horton can do after this kickoff. We got 5:33 left. And a 7-3 game in the first in pouring down rain. And 11-2 Tulane taking on 6-6 Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech lining up to kick it off. And the kick is off. They'll take it as a touchback, and they'll go back to the 25 like on their first possession. This is only Tulane's second possession of the game, and they're looking for something better than last time. They had a 3 and out. Not a very good showing, but we will see what Kai Horton can do here. And They put in a new quarterback, Justin Ibeda, and they throw it. It's incomplete, called by the refs. Virginia Tech thinking it was a forward pass, as this is also a redshirt sophomore from Louisiana, Justin Ibieta. I'm going to call him Ibeta because it's Ibieta, and I don't know how to pronounce that. But Ibeta, he's 6'5", huge. And he's in shotgun on a 2nd and 10, man in motion. They're going to hand it off to the running back. No, he's going to keep it on a quarterback keeper, and he'll get 2 yards out of it. It'll be a 3rd down, though. 3rd and 8 or 9. I don't know what they're going to give. We'll see if my guess is right this time. It is. It'll be a 3rd and 8 for Ibeta and the Tulane offense. He's alone in the shotgun. Ibeta motions a man, and it's going to be a quarterback draw up the middle, and big tackle on the defensive end. It's going to be a small pickup. It'll be a 4th and 3, and they're coming off the field. Tackle, I just cannot pronounce names. The tackle was made by Alan Tisdale. And we have a punt now from Tulane. 2nd of the day. It's a line drive punt, not very high, but it's going to bounce. Good bounce. Keeps rolling inside the 10, and it'll stop at the 6 or 7. Great punt. Huge punt, and we'll see if Kyron Drones can drive the length of the field after that amazing punt by Will Carroll. He's only a freshman. He's almost as tall as the quarterback at 6'4". Big punt from him. Wasn't very high. It was a line drive punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 for Kyron Drones and the Virginia Tech offense. Another 3 and out from Tulane. They tried switching up quarterbacks. Didn't work, I guess, as well as they would have hoped. It didn't work at all. So now they pin him deep and hoping their defense can get another stop because their offense hasn't been able to do anything. And that's a problem. Big problem for Tulane if their offense can't move the football. You know, I don't know if I like looking this way instead of looking this way. We'll have to see. Because usually you can't see my Bronco stuff, and because I'm looking right here. Today, I tried to switch it up. New year, new me. That's what it's gonna be. We'll see. We'll see if I keep it like this for next year. But ow. Man, I still don't know what to do on these commercials. Good thing I have something to talk about at halftime. I just thought since we hadn't done a podcast in a while, I'll talk about some stuff at halftime, some NFL stuff, the playoffs, some New Year's Six Bowl predictions and stuff like that. We are back here. And starting at the 7 is Kyron Drones. He'll look to throw, almost sacked in the end zone. He'll dump it off to his running back, Tulane, who bobbles it and makes the grab and gets a first down. Big pickup. He bobbles the football for at least like 5 yards. He finally hangs on to it and makes a man miss and gets up to the 22 for a 1st and 10. It'll be a play fake. Looks. Firing deep. There's a man there and incomplete. It was a good try, though. Saw him deep downfield. It was Felton. And just not enough separation from the defensive back and not the best throw under the circumstances of the weather. That's Daquan Felton, his first target of the day. As Kyron Drones is 2 for 7 passing for 20 yards compared to his 8 rushes for 40 yards. And upended is Tootin. After getting a decent pickup of about 6. Oh, they're going to give him 7 just to make me wrong, of course. And Drones looking at his a 3rd and 3 from the 29, sends Tootin in motion all by himself, looking for the QB draw. No, he's going to throw a screen and it's dropped in and out of the hands of Tootin. And Drones will walk off the field. Definitely upset there. Definitely slipped right through his hands. The rain, I think it might be stopped now, but still wet. And Peter Moore to kick it to Fleming. And fair catch called. He muffs it. Oh no, he muffs it and Virginia Tech falls on it. Virginia Tech football at the 11-yard line. Huge. Fleming backpedals, reaches for it and drops it. And it's recovered by Virginia Tech and they'll have the football at the 11-yard line. The only thing they need to do now is capitalize on this and score a touchdown to take the lead. Wow, he backpedals for it deeper than he thought and just goes right through his hands. Good hustle by the Hokies to get down there. Goes right through his hands, and we were just talking about that screen pass going through Tootin's hands. This punt goes right through Fleming's hands, and Hokies will have it 1st and 10 now. Huge play. Hokies from the 11. 2:29 remaining in a wet ball game. Man in motion, snaps it, looks, avoids, Drones, gonna run up the middle. He's gonna break a tackle and he's gonna be in. Touchdown, but the ball comes out. What's the rule here? What are they gonna rule? And they give it to him. Touchdown, Hokies. Virginia Tech capitalizes off the play, and they're going to take a look at it, is I think what the ref's saying here. And Wow, Drones just runs through. And does he get in? It's hard to tell. Oh, the ball might have came out before he got in. It's close. It's hard with that angle. Let's look at this angle. He puts his shoulder down. The Ooh, it's close. I don't know if he broke the plane or not. It's really close. I think it's out. Yeah, I think the ball's out. I don't think that's a touchdown. It is close though. It's going to be hard to overturn probably because there's not enough evidence, but man, that's close. This is huge. I mean, it's either Tulane football at the 20 or Hokies are up 9-7 right now. Ooh, he just punches the ball. He might have been across. It's really hard to tell. I don't think they'll have anything or like enough to overturn this call because, man, it is close. But Tulane jumps on it, so good for them if they get it back. That'd be huge. Ooh, that angle. Ah, I don't know. That's why I'm not the ref. This is why I'm not the ref. I don't know. We'll see what they say. It's gonna be close. Oh, oh, I think it might be out. It's hard. It's close. It's close. It's really close. Ref's still looking at it. Be huge turnover. And oh, he takes off the headset. Let's see. Oh, touchdown, Hokies. The play stands. I don't think they had enough to overturn it because it was close. It was really hard, and that's why I'm not a referee. So Hokies up 9-7, pending on the extra point. They could be up by 3 in any second now as they line up. Already made a field goal. Let's see what he can do now. Lining up to kick. And he knocks it through. So 10-7. Virginia Tech on top. And Tulane needs to do something offensively as they're going to get the football back, obviously. But they can't just keep having 3 and outs like this, which isn't going to get them anywhere. So we'll see. Tulane needs to not turn the football over. That's same with, Virginia, like Virginia Tech, sorry. It's Tulane has 7 points off turnovers. Virginia Tech has 7 points off turnovers. You can't give them free points, and that's what they've both done already. So they need to talk about that. Know that the conditions are wet. You got to hold on to the football. So it's just huge to hold on to that football as they boot that one away. And it'll be caught in the end zone. He'll take it out across the 20 and brought down at about the 23-yard line. And some pushing and shoving, but not much. 2:14 left in this first quarter. It feels like it's just never going to end for some reason. It's been a wild one, though, as we had the defensive touchdown, the 3 and outs, the drops. The quarterback keeper for the touchdown. But did he fumble? We'll never know. And, I I I I think this big run gets him out to the 35. I don't even remember what I was going to say cuz I kind of forgot when he ran. Big pickup there, first down and 10 once again. And I'm not sure who is the quarterback in right now. I can't tell. And yep, it is. Oh, big run on the reverse trick play. Huge pickup. And they are going way out of my tempo. I'm not ready for this. Big pickup for Tulane. It was a reverse. And they do have Kai Horton back in. It was Keith Brown gets it all the way across midfield, and now Tulane is rolling. And as I say that, they're stopped for no gain. No gain on that play. It'll be 2nd and 10. Wow, 2 big plays in a row just caught me off guard. But Horton in shotgun. He'll hand it off. And a nice little pickup of 5, 6 maybe. As Malachi Hughes. No, it's Mackie Hughes. Sorry. But he brings it to a 3rd and 3 here. With 6 seconds remaining, it's going to be quarterback keeper Horton breaks free, and he'll get to the 26 as the quarter expires. End of the first quarter in a 10-7 football game as Kai Horton getting it done, trying to run hard there. And that was a spectacular drive. Hopefully they can keep the momentum going into the second quarter. Crazy thing is there's been no flags, and that was their first down, those few plays, and they were rolling. They're across the 30-yard line. Tulane is rolling right now, and they're in field goal range, so if they need to, they can tie this game up. But I think they can score a touchdown here and go up 14-7 or 14-10, sorry. Yeah, it was a great first quarter. It was a sloppy first quarter. It was fun to watch, but sloppy. Obviously, Tulane couldn't do anything until the last 2 minutes there. Virginia Tech with that turnover and dropping balls left and right. Tulane also dropping that punt. And it still leads us to a 10-7 score in the second, at the start of the second quarter. I think Tulane's got a shot at scoring a touchdown here, and then when they do that, I think they could get a stop and keep going. The problem is that Virginia Tech defense, they're pretty good, and they're trying to find ways to get around them, like with that reverse to Yulcon. I don't even. I'm gonna try it. Yule Keith Brown. Yeah, that reverse to him there, and then the only bad, necessarily thing they've done is that turnover where he dropped the punt. Jennings got to catch that next time. And I know it's very moist and wet. It's not raining, I don't think, but it's wet and windy. So you got to be careful with the elements there. And the start of the second quarter, Virginia Tech not on offense. Tulane got the football first. And Tulane got the football first, so they're not going to receive it after halftime. So they need to really put a drive together here and then put another drive together once they, hopefully for them, stop this relentless team in Virginia Tech. I mean, Kyron Drones is a relentless football player, and it's really fun to watch. I didn't realize he's so massive and just runs through people. He's 6'2", 234 as a sophomore, a redshirt sophomore, and yeah, it's crazy. And now Tulane at the 28 now. 1st and 10. And oops, I accidentally ran the clock. There's the snap. And it's a pass going to be complete. Short little gain. Good hit on the side by Mansour Dillon. It'll be 2nd down and about 5. And wow, it is 5. I got it right. Okay. And shotgun. Snap. Handoff. Spin move by Hughes there, as he'll pick up only 2. He spins off the first tackle, and then he's brought down. It'll be a 3rd down and 3 coming up. Third and 3 here. They're 1 for 3 on 3rd downs. Horton in shotgun. Snap, handoff. He'll keep it. No, he'll keep it. And he'll pick up just enough. They get 4 for the 1st down. And the drive continues for Tulane. Wow. That's good running by Horton. Knows where he needs to get. And he gets there. He'll throw now. Looking for the end zone. Just overthrows him. Barely overthrows him here. Right on the edge. He kind of got separation. He was looking for Jaquan Jackson. Or no, that was Keith Brown, sorry. He was looking for Brown on the side. Couldn't find him. Incomplete there. And it'll be a 2nd and 10 from the 17. A little high snap. Throws. Pass is going to be caught. What a grab. Out of bounds by Brown. What a grab by Keith Brown. Wow, he did toe tap that foot and hold possession. What a catch. Down at the 1-yard line, and Tulane's going to look to score here. Wow, what a catch by Brown there. And they're at the 1 now. Looking to punch it in. It's going to be a... Oh, ball is on the ground! And Virginia Tech recovers! A fumble on the 1-yard line. Horton loses the ball in traffic there. with the exchange with Hughes, and now it'll be 1st and 10 Virginia Tech. He loses the football, and they'll have it at the 4-yard line. Wow, a costly mistake, just like the Cowboys against the Dolphins on Sunday. Wow, that is wild. You can't have that happen if you're Kai Horton. You're leading a great drive down the field, and wow, an amazing job by that Virginia Tech defense not quitting, even though they had 1st and goal. Incredible play there to jump on the football, but they are backed up. So you got to look for possibly like QB draws if you're Tulane on defense. And I say Virginia Tech keep running it with uh Kyron Drones, because he's getting 4 or 5 yards a carry. Sometimes, most of the time, even more. I mean, it's hard to stop him, and he just keeps running through people. So I say you just keep going there, and it keeps working. But wow, Tulane could have gone up by 3 or 4 there. Instead, they're going to still be down 3 with a chance to be down by 10 or 6, possibly. It's going to be crazy to see what happens here. I mean, this game's been so wild, I won't be shocked if we see a safety here by the Tulane defense. They've already had 1 defensive touchdown, because obviously their offense can't do it, as they showed a couple of minutes ago. You got to be heartbroken there if you're a Tulane fan. A rough way to not score. I mean, obviously you want to score there, and you need to score there, and they just don't do it. So we'll see. We'll see if they can put something in there. And we are back. And looking at a huge stop there from Virginia Tech, as they're looking at Tulane's new head coach for next year. As in shotgun is Drones. He's going to hand the football off, and a nice little run. They're still pushing the pile, and they have to be blowing whistles now. Whoa, getting a little chippy in there. And that was ran by Malachi Thomas. Second down and 4. Play fake. Drones looks to throw, throws a little check down, and stopped in its tracks. Nowhere. That play went nowhere. Wow. Huge job there by Tulane. It'll be a 3rd and 3. Big stop here would be nice if they don't muff the punt. It's a huge stop here. Drones in shotgun. 3rd and 3. Motions out. Looks to throw. Over the middle. Finds his receiver. First down. And it looks like he might be hurt. And no, he's not. He gets up. Good catch there by Jalen Lane. And they have it now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Drones looks to throw, fires, pass is going to be caught right back to him. And he'll pick up about 7 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 3. Good pickup there by Jalen Lane again. And Lane has got targeted in 2 plays in a row now. Let's see if he can make it a third in shotgun. Drones motions lanes, looks to throw, avoids the sack, runs, and does not gain any yards. So it's going to be a no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Let's see what happens here. Drones in shotgun motions the tight end across the formation. He'll throw again. Looks over the middle. It's batted by Tulane, and it's going to be caught by Drones. Drones catches his own pass, but can't get anywhere. No gain, and it'll be 4th and 3. He gets tackled at the line of scrimmage after catching his own pass. What the heck? That is wild. Marcus Mariota flashes there. Drones catches his own pass, but can't gain anything. They say he gained a yard, but wow, that is wild. As we'll see if he'll catch the punt here. And this time he does. Short kick. Caught at the 46, and that's where Tulane's going to start. At the 46-yard line. That was crazy. No way. Drones just caught his own pass. What an athlete he is. Very quick off the line. Because he threw it, saw it, sprinted, caught it, almost broke away. That would have been crazy. Just like what Marcus Mariota did back in, what was it, like 2016? 2018, 2017? One of those years. It was crazy if you don't remember. Catching his own pass. He scored a touchdown, though. Drones got half a yard. But still, phenomenal work by Drones. He's been playing very well. They just can't move the football as much. I mean, he's been running through people, but it's been tough in the rain and stuff. But Tulane's going to start with good field position, and hopefully they don't drop the snap. We'll see if they put Horton in. I don't know if they'll put Kai Horton in. They might put Justin Ibetta. Ibetta. I'm calling him Ibetta. Ibetta or Ibetta. Whatever. But we'll see if they put him in or if they put Kai Horton in. Because Horton obviously turned the ball over. But he did drive him to the 1-yard line, even though he was the one that made the turnover. Still on the commercials. Okay. Well, stay tuned for the halftime show. It's not a show, it's a report. But it's going to be a show. We're going to talk about the NFL playoff race, the Sugar Bowl, the Rose Bowl, the next games that are today, and the rest of the New Year's Six Bowls and predicting them. So we'll have fun. It'll be a good time, and it'll be fun. Yeah, it'll be a good time. And we are back here in Indianapolis. A score of 10-7 with 8:38 left in the first half. The Military Bowl, a good one so far, a wild one. I mean, when I sat down here, I did not think I'd see a scoop and score from him dropping the football, a muffed punt, or a fumble at the 1 yard line, or Kyron Jones catching his own pass, which is wild to say the least. And it looks like they put I beta in. Oh no. Yes. Oh, I beta is gonna run it to the left. Flag down. With 8:32 left, there's a flag, the first one of the day. And I beta's on the ground. Oh no. And offsides on the defense. And I beta is on the ground hurt. That is not good. Kai Horton's gonna come back in I'd assume. But there was the first flag of the day. It'll be a 1st and 5 for whoever the next quarterback is. Most likely Kai Horton. It's cool. I didn't get to show the flag graphic until just now. It took a while. But they're taking another break. Yeah, so looks like they're probably going to put Kai Horton back in, which means he'll have to stay in for the entire game if Ibeta is hurt, which is easier for me because I can pronounce Horton, but I can't pronounce Ibeta. Ibeta. Which one? I don't know. But it's going to be rough if he has to stay in the whole game because I think that him leaving the first time and then coming back, he had a really good drive. I don't know if he can do that again. We'll see. It'll be a 1st and 5 from almost midfield. I mean, I think they should be able to do something with it, but I thought they were going to score from the 1 yard line too. So I don't know. I think they just have to be smart here, you know? You can't do anything dumb like you did on the last drive because the last drive did not end up well. Oh. Had to take a little break there. Head was itching. Got this new hat. It's pretty cool. What's not cool is the Broncos keep losing. But we'll talk about that at halftime when we talk about the playoff picture for the NFL. We'll see who is the best team between these two. And I'm still shocked that Tulane's not favored, or at least closer, because they were by 4.5, I think it was. They were underdogs, which I don't think that's right. And everyone is surrounding, and I think they're putting him on a cart. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Not a sight you want to see here at the Military Bowl. That's not good. He is laying there. They have the cart ready. Everyone kneeling. And, oh no. Ibeta is down. Everyone taking a knee. They're going to cart him off. Let's see what happened. I don't know. Oh, he kind of got landed on there, but I don't know. It's hard to tell what happened. But you got to continue playing the game if you're his teammates. You can't be stuck on this. You need to just continue playing, and that is, yeah, definitely wish the best for him and his family. Um, Being carted off the field is something you don't want to see at all. So, I didn't put the mic away. But Ibeta gets onto the stretcher, or the cart, at least, and they're going to take him in to the locker room. It looks like his right leg is wrapped up. I don't know with what, but they're going to all say something to him, and we'll get back to this action here in the Military Bowl. And the Virginia Tech player is also going up to him, as he's only a redshirt sophomore, so he could possibly come back next year unless he enters the transfer portal. And they're showing that fumble again on the last drive by Kai Horton. Just not a smart decision there. You're at the 1-yard line. You got to hold on to the football. Even though it is wet and rainy conditions, you still got to hold on to the football, as it'll be 1st and 5 here. 8:32 left. And Horton is back into the game. And it'll have to be that way for most likely the rest of the day. 1st and 5. And Horton in shotgun gets the snap, hands it off, and Hughes is met right at the line. Picks up one, and some pushing and shoving going on again, but it'll be 2nd and 4. And Tulane likes to move quick. They're not moving very quick right now, but they're already to the line. And 1st down. The snap, and they're going to do another little reverse. It's going to get him a 1st down and more across the 40 to the 35 into Virginia Tech territory. And it is another 1st down. It's Yulkeith Brown with the carry. That's another one for Brown. He's the guy on the reverses every single time. Tulane's ran one today, and it's been about 3 times they've ran one. So, in shotgun. Gets the snap, play fake, looks to throw, avoids pressure, goes, pass is going to be caught. And it is Brown again. Big pickup into the red zone. Let's see if they can finish this drive now, as Yulkeith Brown looks like the number 1 target right now for Kai Horton. As they'll hand it off now to Hughes, and Hughes will be met at the line. It'll be 2nd and 10. Hughes has not been able to run at all. No one's been able to run on the Tulane side. And then if you look on the Virginia Tech side, they'll be able to run a bunch, especially with their quarterback. And they say he gained 1. And he goes in motion, and Brown's going to throw it. Oh, that's not Brown. But an awful trick play, loses yards. Big loss. I thought it was Yulkeith Brown. But this time, it was a double pass with Shaddy Clayton Johnson. And Clayton Johnson throws it to him. Gets hit right away. And Kai Horton cannot do anything there, as it's going to be a big loss. It'll be a 3rd and 23 now after that trick play. They're going to throw it back to Clayton. Back to Clayton Johnson. He'll be hit behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a 4th and probably like 25. And I'm assuming they'll kick field goal if they're in territory, and they're going to punt, I think. Oh, nope, they aren't going to punt. They're going to kick here with Valentino Ambrosio. And his kick from 49 yards is up and good. Good kick. We are tied in the Military Bowl now. 10-10 with 4:40 left in the half. Could have been avoided if they would have not got to a 4th and 25 with that bad play call on the trick play. They're trying too much, I would say. But 4:40 left in the half in a game that's been pretty good. I mean, it's been wild and sloppy. The first quarter was. This second quarter's been better. There's only been one flag, and that was offsides on Virginia Tech at the start of this drive. And otherwise, it's been a pretty clean game. No flags except for that one. And a bunch of miscues and sloppy football because of the wetness and rain. I mean, there were probably like 5 drops already by each team, and then the muffed punt, the fumble at the 1 yard line for Tulane. It's just been a wild game. And then you have obviously Drones catching his own pass. That was crazy. Yeah, it's been wild, but one thing Tulane hasn't been able to really stop is Kyron Jones's running attack when he drops back, fakes like he's gonna throw, and runs up the middle like a QB draw, or they run either read option or zone read, and most of the time he keeps it, and he gets 5-6 yards every time. And then for Tulane, what's been working offensively is those trick plays, those reverses for Yulkeith Brown. Those reverses have worked really well, and it's pretty much their only form of offense except for a few decent passes by Kai Horton, but not much going offensively for Tulane, even though they're tied 10-10. It's because of their defensive touchdown. But it's going to be a drive for Virginia Tech that they probably want to take up most of the time they can. Go into the half with a possibly 17-10 lead, and then get the ball coming out of halftime, because they kicked off. So that'd be nice for them. But we will see as we are back to Indianapolis. People sliding down the mud hill. Ugh, they are all muddy. Sliding down the mud hill in Indianapolis. It's raining. It's wet. But a great Military Bowl atmosphere. And they're taking a while to get to the game. They're showing these people on this big mud hill. So we will see. Tulane kicking the ball off. And we are off with 4:40 left. He'll let it go for a touchback. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 25. And we will see Kyron Drones. Drones, obviously, like I said, hasn't been able to be stopped really. He just runs through them. He's a big guy. He's 6'3", 235, and that is huge for a quarterback. 235 is big, and he just runs through people. As Virginia Tech lined up for their first play of the drive in shotgun, drones, looks, and there he snaps it. He'll hand it off to Tulane, who has a big hole. Picks up 12 and another first down. Big hole there. Untouched until he crossed the first down marker and got tackled. And the Hokies looking to put together a nice drive here. In shotgun again. Kyron Drones play fake. It's a quarterback keeper up the middle, and just like I said, he keeps running. He picks up, he gets hit at the line of scrimmage and ends up driving his way for 4 or 5 yards. I'm going to say they gave him it'll be a 2nd and 5. That's what I'm having. Yes, got it right. Here it is now. 2nd and 5. Looks like they're switching up the play call. They're not going to call a timeout. Looks like tight end moves over. He's in the slot position. And another motion. They might have to call timeout. And they do. Virginia Tech's first timeout. They only have 2 remaining. It seemed like they couldn't get a play call in, and it took them a while to figure out what was going on, kinda. But they'll have it here. It'll be a 2nd and 5. 3:21 left. They only have 2 timeouts, though, compared to Tulane's 3. And here they go. They got trips on the left side. Alone is Drones, and then he motions in Tootin. Looks like he's going to change the play call. Tootin goes on to the other side. And they snap it. It's a pitch to Tootin. Tootin, not a lot of real estate, but he breaks free. Big hole. Runs past the 40-yard line. Big pickup from Tootin there. It'll be 1st and 10, and Virginia Tech still driving. That's what I'm saying. Tulane can't stop the run, but Virginia Tech can stop the run. Tulane hasn't been able to run at all against Virginia Tech, and Virginia Tech's ran all over this Tulane defense. Huge pickup there. And they're going to hurry back to the line. They like going quick. Here it is. Motions the slot receiver. He comes back. And they're going to hand it off to Tootin again. It's worked, but this time it won't. Loss of 2, I believe. And wow, great job by Tulane there. They got in the backfield. They had a good push, and they end up making the play here. From behind. Yeah, the tackle. Good tackle from behind there by Jared Small. He didn't look very small. 2nd and they gave him 11. It'll be a screen pass and nowhere going. It'll be 3rd and 11. It's a screen to what I've noticed is Drones' favorite target, Kyle Lau. Or not Kyle Lau, Jalen Lane, sorry. And Drones has thrown to him a lot. And it is 3rd and 11. They don't throw much, though. They have only thrown a few passes as they're changing up the play call again. Drones in shotgun. Snaps it. Looks. He needs to throw it. That's going to be a short little check down. Tight end breaks the tackle and gets across for the first down. Oh, Tulane had him too. Clock stops under 2 minutes. And sacked. Oh, well, I don't know if it was much of a sack. He got back to the line of scrimmage. But still, and this is what I told you they'd do. I knew they were going to run the clock. You got to in this situation here. But they might have ran it too much. It'll be 2nd and 9. Drones escapes, runs, and tripped up but gets the first down. Clock stops at 34 seconds. With a new set of downs, Drones hustles up to the line. Wow. And do they call timeout? Yeah, they do. Wild run in there by Kyron. Drones thought he was going to get tackled behind the line, but breaks free. And now with 34 seconds, I believe they're in the red zone. You got a few options here, especially with that one timeout. And it's different in college football with obviously, if you get a first down, the clock stops. So there's a lot of options here for Kyron Drones in the Hokies offense. But they get back out there, 1st and 10, 34 seconds to go. And are they in the red zone? I don't remember. And yes, they are. They're at the 19. Drones in shotgun, motions, hands it, no, throws it, and gets a big shot, but a completed pass. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 5, and it'll be 1st and goal. And man, Drones took a shot there, but dumps it off to the wide open tight end. And looks like there's some talking going on here. It was Benji Gosnell with the reception, and it looks like they're going to review to see if he was in bounds. It did look a little tight. If he stepped out of bounds, it stops the clock, but they will be further away. But they have 26 seconds and a timeout. I think they'll be pretty good. But it looks like he is out of bounds there. Not at the 5. It looks like he's out of bounds at like the 9 or 8. Oh, yeah, at the 10. Looks like he's out of bounds at the 10. And then again at the 6. Before he finally gets tackled at the 5. He's at least down at the 10. He's got to be. It is definitely out. They're deliberating about this, but I don't think it's very close. It looks like he's out of bounds at the 10. But this is the good thing about him being out of bounds. It stops the clock. Because the last time, because you have to go forward out of bounds, he was going forward. So I'm assuming it'll stop the clock. And let's see what the referee has to say as he takes off his headset. The runner stepped out of bounds at the 9-yard line, I think. I'm not very good at reading lips, but at the 8-yard line. Definitely not very good at reading lips. Okay, so from the 8, they add on 3 seconds. So we got 29 seconds from the 8 and a timeout. It'll be first and goal here. If you're Virginia Tech, you gotta get in close, and then you could possibly run the football or just score right away. Oh, clock starts. And they look for the end zone. Incomplete flag. With 14 to go, they're going to call pass interference here. Pass interference there. Pass was intended for Daquan Felton. And the call of pass interference was on number 11, A.J. Hampton. Yeah, that's definitely PI on Hampton there. And this moves them up to the 2-yard line. You have that timeout still if you want to try running the football. And the clock will go back up to 24 seconds. And you have first and goal. This is huge here. You got plenty of time. You can run the football, I would say. Especially with that timeout. Motion. And they do run the football. Tootin, can he get the push in? And no, he cannot. They're saying he's short. This is where you call timeout here. And they stop it at 8 seconds. He was short barely, and wow, coach is mad about this. And now you don't have a lot. It's tough to do stuff from the 1-yard line, I feel like. But he's definitely not in. A good push from Tulane to keep him out. But wow. He was almost in. Virginia Tech has no timeouts. They put the clock back up to 10 seconds. And you have a second and goal here. What do you do? Do you risk it and run it? Or do you try and throw it? I don't know. We'll see. Let's see what Virginia Tech does here. This will be a huge touchdown if they can score here because they'll get ball coming out of half. Handoff. No. Jump pass. Or pop pass, sorry. And in the end zone, it's St. Germain. St. Germain in the end zone for 6, and Virginia Tech could possibly go up 2 scores with them getting the ball at out of halftime. It was a really good fake to the running back there by Drones, and then just throws a little pop pass to the tight end, St. Germain, and now they're up 16-10 with 11 plays, and the extra point is going to be whistled. Is there a flag? Yes, there is. And it's a false start. And we'll see. Maybe he misses it now that they've backed him up 5. Probably not, but we'll see. Lining it up from the 7. Kick is up and down the middle of those pipes. 17-10 lead for Virginia Tech with 8 to go. I think you just got to end half, right? You just got to end it. I mean, if you're Tulane, I'd just take a knee here. You don't want anything bad happening to you, especially what's been going on. You've had some bad things happen. I think I'd assume Virginia Tech will squib kick it here. So I'd take a knee if I was Tulane. Tulane, 5-point underdogs, I think, 4.5. And right now they are trailing. They're going to be trailing at the half unless they return this kick, which the odds of that are low. But this game's been very wild from start to finish. It'll be wild, guarantee it, because it's been raining. It's been sloppy. And taking forever to kick it here. And here they go. I'm assuming a squib kick's going to come here, but we will see. And indeed, it is a squib kick. And oh, what happened? Did it hit someone on the front line and it's recovered by Virginia Tech? Did they just try an onside or was that actually a squib? They just kick it at the front line guy and it bounces off of him? Wait, what happened? They better show a replay here because there's only 5 seconds left and they have no timeout. So this would be a miracle if they can get something. But what happened? They kicked it like an onside and it bounced off his leg. Wow. This is the wildest thing I've ever seen. This is crazy. Wow. And what does Virginia Tech try and do with this? Are they going to try and score? If they just need a couple of yards to get into field goal range. Not a couple. It's going to be a decent amount. But Tulane calls their first time out. I just feel like they don't have enough time. Yeah, they only have 5 seconds, and it takes like 5 seconds for one play, and you have to get out of bounds. So it's gonna be tough. And we will see Tulane in major prevent here. Got all the areas of the field on the side covered. And they're going to throw a Hail Mary here. Time's going to expire. And oh, he's going to get hit as he throws. Ball comes out. And nothing happens. Wow. That was a wild first half, if I can say anything. It is halftime. And we'll go to the halftime report. So, we're going to talk about the NFL playoff race. We haven't done the podcast in a little bit, so we're going to talk about stuff that we would usually on the podcast. So, first off, we got the NFL playoff picture. We'll start in the AFC. Obviously, you have the Ravens, who have been very dominant. They dominated the 49ers. Now they have a tough game against the Dolphins next week. But the problem is the Dolphins usually can't beat big teams. And then they play the Steelers, which I think they should be able to win that game, but they lost last time to the Steelers. So it might be a close one. And then you have the 2 seed, the Dolphins. Dolphins are trying to win that game against Baltimore so that the playoffs run through Miami. But they're going to have 2 tough games with Baltimore, and possibly to win the division they have to play Buffalo. They have clinched a wild card playoff spot though after beating Dallas. The Chiefs 9-6, they're fallen off the top 2 teams here. They are 3 games back of that number 1 seed, 2 games back of that 2 seed, and they could have clinched the division, but the Raiders had other plans, and now the division could go to 3 teams: the Raiders at 7-8, the Broncos at 7-8, and the Chiefs at 9-6. All the Chiefs have to do is win next week, and they have won the division. But if they lose out, they could lose the division, and the Bengals might be a little tough game, but then they have the Chargers at home, which I think they can manhandle. The Jacksonville Jaguars seem to be falling off. They are 8-7 in first place, but they are in a 3-way tie with the Colts and the Texans for that first place crown of the AFC South. One team's going to be the home team for the playoffs, and the other is going to be possibly maybe the 7 seed. Jags, they've got 2 games left, and they're pretty easy. Panthers, Titans. So for their sake, they hope they win those games. Cleveland in the 5 seed, they are 10-5, likely gonna make the playoffs. Amari Cooper, David Njoku, and Joe Flacco are like the best trio I've ever seen in my life. So they're gonna hope that they can keep going. Buffalo Bills in the 6th seed. Broncos beat them, by the way. Just saying. And they're they look like they're gonna do some good things. Maybe they're gonna make the playoffs, but it's gonna be tough. They could also win the division if they beat the Dolphins in Week 18, possibly. Colts, they are 8-7. They're gonna be in the 7th seed. Colts lost to the Falcons on Sunday, which made them not be able to win or not be in first place right now in the division. But their final 2 games are the Raiders and the Texans. That Texans game is going to either determine who wins the division or who gets that 7 seed or 6 seed or whatever. Because the Texans are the 8, Bengals are the 9, Steelers are the 10, all tied at 8-7, and then the Broncos and the Raiders are tied at 7-8 in the 11-12. Then you go to the NFC, you got the 49ers got destroyed. Brock Purdy not looking like the MVP candidate he was the few prior weeks. They're not even a game up on anybody anymore because they lost. The Eagles, though, lost to them, so they have the edge over the Eagles. They just need to win and then win. They're in a 3-way tie right now with the Eagles, who are in 2nd, and the Lions, who are in 3rd. So if the 49ers and Eagles lose out, the playoffs are running through Detroit, which would be wild to see. And then you have the Buccaneers at 4, who have been playing very, very good football. They need to win against the Saints and the Falcons to clinch that division. The Cowboys, 10-5, looking to still be in the division race for with the Eagles because they don't want to play on the road because they can't win on the road. Obviously, Cowboys cannot win on the road, so they want to play at home where they're undefeated. Rams in the 6th seed would be super cool if we saw the Rams go to Detroit for a playoff game. Might happen, might not, we'll see. And then you have the Seattle Seahawks, who are another NFC West team. And just like the AFC, the NFC has 8 teams tied basically too. You got 7-8 Minnesota, 7-8 Green Bay, 7-8 New Orleans, 7-8 Atlanta, and 6-9 Chicago. Atlanta and New Orleans doesn't really matter what their record is because they're not going for a wild card spot. They're going to win that division against the Buccaneers, and they play the Buccaneers both in the next 2 weeks. So that'll clinch the division there. And then the Bears, they're pretty much out of it, but there's still hope that they win and possibly make the playoffs. I don't know. Next up, we're going to talk about the Sugar Bowl. We got Washington Texas. It's going to be a good one. The Sugar Bowl. I predict that Washington is going to win this game. Um, I mean, Romo Dunze, good player. He's going to be torching that defense. The O-line for Texas beat up. I just think Washington's just the better team here. And yeah, I think Washington's going to win this one. It's going to be a close one, though. I think it's going to be a very good game. But I got Washington. And the crazy thing is, these are the odds. You got Texas minus 184, and they are 4.5 point favorites over the number 2 seed undefeated Washington. And Washington has been disrespected like this before. They've been disrespected against Oregon in the Pac-12 championship. They beat Oregon prior, and they still were favored to lose by, I think, 3.5, which is crazy because they ended up winning that game and they're undefeated. They should definitely not be underdogs to a Texas team who already has a loss, and I don't feel like it's as good as them. But we'll see what Quinn Ewers can do. And then you got the Rose Bowl. That's going to be a good one. Alabama versus Michigan. I think Michigan wins it, but it's going to be close. It's going to be a close game. You see, I mean, if you look at this spread, Michigan's only a 1.5 point favorite. The over/under 44.5. I think it's definitely going to be an over. I mean, who's thinking it's going to be 44.5? Did they not watch last year's semifinals? Both those games, it was like 43-42 and 51-49. Yeah, there's no way. I'm taking the over on both of those. As the over/under on Washington's is 62.5, which is a lot more, but still, I think it's going to be like a 45-42 game like last year. We'll see. It's going to be close. And so, keeping you updated, next games today we have the Duke's Mayo Bowl featuring North Carolina and West Virginia. Duke's Mayo Bowl. It's going to be a good one. I like the Duke's Mayo Bowl usually. And I was thinking about doing that game instead of this game, but this game's going to be way more wild. uh, then you got the Holiday Bowl, Louisville taking on USC. Caleb Williams not going to be participating in that game. So it might not be as fun to watch. And then you got Texas A&M and Oklahoma State in the Texas Bowl, which why is Oklahoma in the Texas Bowl? They should have done Texas A&M versus Texas Tech, but I don't think Texas Tech was bowl eligible. Let's find out. Oh, yep, Texas Tech went. Oh, Texas Tech went 7-6. Oh, they already won a bowl game. Yeah, it looks like they played. I don't know who they played, but they won. Oh, they played Cal. Oh, I'd hope they could beat Cal. Anyways, Texas Bowl, Texas A&M, Oklahoma. That's gonna be a good one. And finally, my New Year's 6 predictions. I already gave you 2 of them, but we'll give you the rest. You got Cotton Bowl, 9 Missouri, 7 Ohio State. I really want Missouri to win this because it's the best underdog story, and I think they are gonna win it because Kyle McCord gone. So I think Missouri's gonna win this one in a close one. It's going to be a good game. Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, Ole Miss taking on Penn State. I think Ole Miss is going to win, but I don't know if I'm 100% confident in that because I think it's going to be a really close one, a really close one, like a very close. But I think Ole Miss wins it with like a game-winning field goal. Florida State, Georgia, the bowl where no one really wants to play. But I got to go with the Georgia Bulldogs. I mean, Florida State, obviously, I don't. Tate Rodemaker, he said he was transferring, so I'm assuming he's not going to play then. So I got Georgia. Liberty and Oregon, I think Oregon wins this big. Like, I don't think Liberty can compete with a team like this. So I definitely got to go with Oregon. Next up, The Rose Bowl, already said Michigan. I'll give you a score prediction. Michigan 42, Alabama. Actually, Michigan 35, Alabama 28. I think game-winning touchdown by uh Kyle uh JJ McCarthy, sorry. And he'll throw it to Roman Wilson. Um Texas, Washington. I got Washington winning. Final score 49-45. It's going to be a close one. Um so those are my predictions. I don't know how much time's left in halftime. I just set a 15-minute timer here. We got 3 minutes left. I got nothing else to do but recap the first half. So let's do it. So, first quarter started off crazy. 3 and out by Tulane. They couldn't get things going, and then you got Tulane on defense here, and they're gonna force a fumble. They're gonna force a fumble, return it all the way to the touchdown for a touchdown, and then and then Virginia Tech drives down, kicks a field goal. Then Drones gets a touchdown, the rushing touchdown, after Tulane fumbles on their own 1 yard line. Then Tulane kicks a field goal. They tie it up at 10 apiece, and then Drones completes a pass for a touchdown, as we just saw towards the end of the half. Right now, Virginia Tech controlling time of possession, have more total yards, but they've not passed. They have barely passed, only having 58 passing yards and 120 rushing yards. And then Drones has been pretty good, 10 for 16, 58 yards and a touchdown. Rushing, he's 14 attempts for 66 yards and a touchdown. His long was 17 yards. And then receiving, you got Kyron Drones with 1 reception because he caught his own pass, which was wild. If you go to Tulane, you got Kai Horton, 6 for 8, 62 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. Then you got Ibeda, who sadly got hurt. Hopefully he's doing better. Wishes to him. He was 0 for 1. And then Horton was 4 carries, 13 yards. Ibeda, 2 carries, 7 yards. Shaddy Clayton Johnson, 1 carry, negative 14 yards. Yule Keith Brown, 1 carry, 13 yards. Receiving, though, is where Yule Keith Brown has been showing up. He has 3 receptions for 55 yards and no touchdown, though. And then on the defensive side, Tyler Grubb, 7 tackles, 1 forced fumble, and he was the one that scored the touchdown. As we are in halftime, the timer's about to run out. Guess 15 minutes was too short, but okay, we'll see what happens in the second half. I think this game's been just really sloppy because of the rain, but I think it'll be a very good finish. And the timer is about to go off, so I don't know what we do from here. I guess we'll just put it back on for 5 minutes. See what happens, because, I talked about everything I wanted to talk about. You know what? I'll give my thoughts about the Ravens versus 49ers game on Monday. Brock Purdy didn't play very good. Had 4 picks. But I feel like people are saying, "Oh, he's awful now." I don't think he's bad. I think, I mean, I remember two of those picks, two or three, were tipped into the defender. I mean, like, you can't really control that. But Lamar Jackson put on an MVP type performance, and I think he's going to win the MVP. Him or Christian McCaffrey, or maybe even Tyreek Hill, even though they never give it out to any non-quarterbacks, which I think's not good idea. But I do think definitely Christian McCaffrey could win the MVP like legitimately because he's putting up unreal numbers, but Lamar Jackson also is. So I don't know. It might be close. Might be a little close. As we are just waiting for this halftime to end, and get us into some more football. Because this game has been fun to watch, fun to commentate. A little halftime snack. They just keep being on these commercials. Okay. It's stuck in my teeth. But I must continue. It was a good break. Our timer's about to go out, and we're still on commercials. It's been on commercials for so long. I think they have shown more commercials than halftime report, I guess. But I guess I can turn this off. I've never really tried these. How do we feel about that one? Or that one? This is the one I usually do. Or maybe that one. I don't like that one. I like this one. This is the one I'm gonna keep. Yeah. But still got those commercials. Man, and our timer. I guess I should have set like a 30-minute timer. Oh my gosh. Time's up. I guess we can just go to the third quarter. Oh, I gotta reset the timeouts. Oops. That wouldn't be good if they were still how they are. So Virginia Tech's going to receive the second half kickoff, and what Tulane needs to focus on here is stopping them. They can't go down 2 scores because their offense can't produce. Their offense can't do anything productive right now, especially in this rain. They haven't been able to do anything. So I say if Virginia Tech scores here, they might break Tulane. We'll see. Maybe Tulane does something tricky with the kickoff like Virginia Tech did. It looks like it's raining again, which isn't good for the players. Virginia Tech had 18 minutes and 41 seconds of possession compared to the 13 or 11 minutes or whatever. I can't remember what it said. But we are about to kick off. It's raining again. Virginia Tech this season 6-0 when leading at halftime, and this is ties Tulane's largest deficit at halftime, 7 points for the AAC runner-ups as they kick it away, and we are underway, second half football. And he's going to take it out from about 2 yards deep, and not a good choice. Brought down at the 15-yard line with, the timer didn't start, with 14:55 left. Now, Tulane here needs to stop the run. They can't keep letting them run all over the place. And wow, it is coming down hard now. It stopped raining for a little bit in the first quarters, but I guess at halftime it started again. In shotgun from the 16. It's going to be a handoff and a pickup of 5 there. And yeah, they're showing the rain now. It is bad. Wow. It is pouring. Everyone in the stadium wearing their ponchos. As they throw a little bubble screen to Tulane, who loses the football. And Tulane is on top of it, I think. And which way are they going to point? This way for Virginia Tech. This way for Tulane. Oh. It was Tulane who fumbled after the bubble screen. He got hit kind of hard. It was a little bubble screen, and Tulane. And Tulane football. Wow. I'm not clapping because I'm cheering for them. I'm just clapping because that's just wow. That's exactly what Tulane needed to do. Huge, huge play. A great start for the Green Wave. Yeah, right on the bubble screen, he catches it and then it just gets hit out, takes a big shot. And no, that wasn't Tootin. Sorry. That was the wide receiver, number 83, Jalen Lane. So Lane is probably upset with himself, but you got to move on from those things. You got to just trust in your defense as Kai Horton hands it off, and Hughes breaks a tackle and picks up 4 or 5 after being hit right at the line of scrimmage. And they're going to say he picked up 4. In shotgun. Horton snaps it, hands it back off to Hughes. Hughes has a decent hole and chugs along for a first down and now getting pushed. And it'll be 1st and goal for the Green Wave. That was huge. That turnover was exactly what Tulane needed because now they score here. We are tied. But the problem is they fumbled at the 1-yard line before, so I'm not too confident that they can score here. Makai Hughes has over 100 yards, I think. They're going to fake it to him. He's going to throw, avoids the sack, and Kai Horton's going to run it in for a touchdown. Tulane gets 6. A much needed 6. Their first offensive touchdown of the game. Kai Horton runs it in. And now they are just down 1. They need this, though. As Horton, pumped up after that, takes off his helmet. 3 plays, 17 yards. Only takes up 1:23, and we have 12:52 left. Kick is up, and it is good. Tulane ties it up. Much needed turnover there, and a much needed touchdown. That was huge by the Tulane Green Wave as they tie things up. But now they got to stop Virginia Tech again. And now both quarterbacks have touchdowns, rushing touchdowns. And wow, Tulane needed that badly. I know I keep saying that, but wow, they really needed that bad. If they don't get that there, that's not good. But Tulane now looking to possibly get another stop and take the lead would be huge for the Tulane Green Wave. Kai Horton putting the team on his back. Same with Mekhi Hughes. And Mekhi Hughes is a redshirt freshman from Birmingham, Alabama. And wow, that's crazy. A redshirt freshman running through this defense. And they must have made adjustments blocking wise because they were not able to run barely anything in the first half. They only have 58 rushing yards. And Hughes has 33 of those. Virginia Tech. Another fumble. You got to hold on to the football better. Now, each team has 2 turnovers, and they're big turnovers. So, the layout got messed up. There we go. I mean, if you guys like this layout. Oh, not that layout. Oh, not that layout. That layout. I like this layout. Especially when I'm broadcasting the game. Looks decent. The other one's just too small. But we've been going on for 2 hours and 19 minutes. Still got more to come. Only the third quarter. Rain pouring down everywhere. Oh my goodness. It's hard to even see when they do the zoom in shots. Let's see if the kicker can actually kick in this rain. Be crazy if they slipped or something. They booted away. Gonna be caught at the 6. And pretty decent return. Gets it to the 27 or 28. Depends on where they spot it. But wow, Kai Horton. Big plays. Making big plays. As a redshirt sophomore. even after that fumble, he came back and he ran it in this time. And now Virginia Tech has it. 12:45 left in the quarter in a tie ball game now. This looks a lot different as they hand it off to Tootin finds another hole and runs over a man, picking up 8. And they just cannot stop the run from Virginia Tech, whether it's Tootin, whether it's drones. As it's a handoff and good for a first down. It's Malachi Thomas. And Malachi Thomas gets that first down. Kyron Drones hasn't ran the football yet this quarter, which is kind of surprising. As, oh my goodness, they zoom into the goalpost and it is pouring rain. Yeah, there's the mud hill. It must be really muddy. As handoff, no, it's a play fake. Drones looks, avoids the sack, throws it away. It'll be 2nd and 10 now. Wow. Every time they zoom on the players, looks like it is pouring, because it is. And it's a quarterback draw. And they cannot bring him down. Breaks free. Past the 20 and brought down at the 9 or 10. Kyron Drones. What a run by Kyron Drones. It is 1st and goal. Oh no. Might have a problem here. Little network issue. And okay, they're going to hand it off, and Tootin is into the end zone. Touchdown. Strikes back so quickly. It is Tootin that time for 6. And it is 23-17 now. With 10:31 left. Wow. Huge run by Drones there. And wow, 7-point lead for the Hokies. Kyron Drones with a huge run, and the Green Wave need to answer now as Tootin punches it in. Now the Green Wave need to answer. We'll see if they'll be able to score. Wow, okay. That was one crazy drive. So they just run it with Kyron Drones, and I told you, I said he is hard to tackle, and they showed it right there. They got him down eventually at the 9-yard line, but then they throw a little pitch to and then he runs it in for 6. Pretty good for him. Oh, and we need to take a break, a little snack break. Oh, we're back. We're back. Need a little snack. I didn't even finish it. Okay, so we're still in this one. Tulane. Gotta get something going offensively. They got it decently last drive, but last drive they started at the 17, so didn't have really much to justify it on. So they're going to be at the. Actually, we'll see. They got to kick it first. But yeah, Tootin, great run there at the end. His little pitch, to him. And they're going to boot this one away. And it'll be touchback. So, from the 25, we'll see Horton. See what he can do. And Virginia Tech has been able to stop the run pretty good. We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Might be a little tough, but there's not going to be much passing with these elements. So they're going to hand it off, and Hughes gets... Oh, he pushes along for 3. Actually, 4. And Hughes gets hit behind the line of scrimmage almost every play, yet he still gains yards, which is crazy to see, as he's still the back. They're going to give it to him. He's going to get hit behind the line, and he's still going to power through for a pickup of about 5. It'll be a 3rd and 1. He just squeezes through there. And they're actually going to say 3rd and 2, I think. Yeah, only picks up 4. And it'll be a 3rd down and 2. $9:19 to go. And Horton fakes. It's a QB draw. He's going to be short. Hit right at the line of scrimmage. Huge defensive stop. And it'll be 4th and 2 for Virginia Tech. And are they going to... Their offense is staying... Okay, no. I think they're going off the field now. But Horton, nothing open. Gets tackled at the line of scrimmage by Phildarius Payne. And they're going to punt one away. Hopefully for them, the Hokies don't use it to go up 2 scores, as it'll be caught at the 24 with 8:29 to go. We will see if Virginia Tech can take advantage of that and get up at least 10, which would be a 2-score lead. They need a 2-score lead. That'd be nice for them. It'd give them comfort, especially in these conditions. You never know what's going to happen. So if they can get 7 or 3 here, that'd be good, as they're going to hand the ball off to Tulane. Tulane breaks free to the outside, has the edge. Tulane still going across midfield, and he's pushed out of bounds. I forgot to start the clock, didn't I? Oh, it's okay. Big run from Tulane. First down across the 40, pretty sure. Or close to the 40. Yeah, nothing open in the hole he was supposed to go in, and then he just breaks it outside, and there's no one there, and he gets the edge, which is huge. And he stays in bounds until he gets pushed out right at the end. They have 238 rushing yards, and now set up from the 32 of Tulane, and now they throw, and Drones tries to evade pressure, throws it up for grabs. Oh my goodness, he caught it! What a catch! What a catch! How did he catch that? And then he gets thrown down by his helmet. What a catch by Aiden Green. Wow. That was insane. This drive has been crazy. 2 plays, and they're already at the 13. They're going to hand it back off to Tulane. Tulane, nothing there. They stop him there. And it'll be 2nd and 10, I think, I believe. Under 7 minutes to go in the second quarter, the Tulane defense cannot stop these Hokies. Gets the snap. He's looking to throw, and Drones will just dump it off to Tulane for a pickup of 3. Maybe it even was 2. It'll be 3rd down, though. No, it was 4. Wow. Didn't look like that much. Third and 6. In shotgun. Drones. Throwing again. Ball falls out of his hand again! Just like in the first quarter. And he jumps on it. Oh no, Drones slips out of his hand again, and he has to jump on it. This time it's not returned for a touchdown, luckily for them. And it'll be 4th down and 15 as they line up to go up 2 scores. John Love, he made a 35-yarder. Now it's a 35-yarder again. But this time it's raining, but he drills it. So a 10-point Virginia Tech lead with 5:28 left in the third. As they go to commercial, I finish my snack. It'll be quick, though. Okay. So that drive only took like 5 plays, and first two were crazy. First one, big, big run by, uh, big run by Virginia Tech. Uh, so Tootin has that huge run, and then a crazy, I mean crazy, crazy catch by Aiden Green. Um, yeah, he's only a freshman too. Crazy catch by him, and then um, they just couldn't capitalize after that, and settled for three, but they still got a two-score lead against Tulane, and Tulane has shown that they can't do much offensively. So we'll see what happens. My mic came unplugged, so I got muted. There we go. Okay. Sorry about that. My mic came unplugged, so I got muted and I had to plug it back in. But yeah, Kyron Drones really has trouble holding on to the football. He does the little thing where you hit it and then throw. He just hits it and it falls out of his hand. He doesn't have good control over it. So we'll see if Tulane can actually score this time, as it is a 10-point game. Third quarter, 5 minutes 28 left. Yeah, it was good that Drones was able to jump on the football to keep the drive alive, but he can't keep doing that. Good thing that one wasn't returned for 6 like the other one was. And they kick it off. It will be a touchback. And from the 25 is where good Tulane starts. And Kai Horton has been bad today. He needs to pick it up if Tulane wants to win this game, because he hasn't done much at all. And a 1st and 10 here. In shotgun, Horton. Play fake. He looks to throw. And it's a screen. Caught by the tight end. And out of bounds. It'll be 2nd down and inches. It's his snap. Hands it off. Hughes. That's not Hughes. But he gets the 1st down. That was Iverson Calistine. As this one, it's a keeper. Horton makes a man miss and picks up about 5 or 6. It was close. I'm going to give him 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. They're going hurry up here. Hopefully I'm right about the 2nd and 5, and I am. Going quick. Handoff. Hughes finds the outside, just like Tulane, but doesn't get as far, but still a big gain. First down, pickup of about 13, 12. Good gain there. Clock's still ticking. 3:43 left in the third quarter. It'd be very big for Tulane to score before the fourth quarter starts. And 1st and 10. Everyone gets their substitutions in. Hughes, 11 rushes for 56 yards so far. And now alone is Horton, and he motions a man. It's going to be Brown. Keith Brown picks up about 5 again, another 5, and is out of bounds. And I guess he's not out of bounds. And he picked up 4. 2nd and 6 with 2:40 left. Motions him again. This time they hand it off to Hughes. Hughes is going to get the first down and more. And the ball is out. Once again, but Hughes falls on top of it. Very big mistake almost happened. Just like Virginia Tech in what Kyron Drone almost did. As they're going to hand it off to Hughes again, even though he fumbled just a few seconds ago. He breaks the tackle and gets inside the 10. Huge pickup, gets to the 5. 1st and goal now. Virginia Tech was stopping the runs, but now Hughes is able to break away for pickups over 20 yards, 15 yards. Over 15 to 20 yards now. They were able to stop it, but now they can't. And, loss of 2. Big hit. Wow. I was just saying how they could stop it. And then right there, they stop it. Loss of 2 there. It'll be 2nd and goal. Big hit there by Virginia Tech's Jenkins. I'm not even going to pronounce his first name. As Horton keeps it and loses a yard. And now to be 3rd and goal from about the 8. With just under a minute to go now. Horton needs to throw or something. Looks like they possibly ran the wrong play. But now from the 8, and timeout called by Tulane. And they were having some difficulties communicating, and their coach is very upset that they had to burn a timeout there. So, coach very mad. He's the interim head coach. Very upset that they had to burn one there. And I would be too. Just miscommunication by the Tulane team. And now they have a 3rd and goal with 37 seconds left from the 8-yard line. In shotgun. It's a pass. Throws. Caught. Short enough to go for it if they want to. And They don't decide to, which is smart. They want to get it back within one score. And are they going to kick it before the end of the quarter? 5 seconds. 4. And no, they aren't. Well, we're done with 3 in a 10-point lead for Virginia Tech. So we start the 4th, and Virginia Tech leads it. And it looks like Tulane's going to only be down by 7 after this kick, unless the kicker misses it, which would be a shame for Tulane as they try and come closer to the deficit. So I think what happened there is just a bunch of miscommunication, which led to Tulane burning their timeout, and that could be very crucial if they're losing to Virginia Tech in the final few minutes and they only have 2 timeouts, you know? So, like, if that could be a real big thing that could alter the game, and that's why I think their coach was mad. He was, well, their interim head coach, he was very, very mad, and I probably would be too if I was in that situation, having to burn a timeout when we didn't need to. But Tulane definitely could go win. I think Tulane can still win this game. If they make this, it's only a 1-score game, and they can hope and they can get a stop. Most likely, I know they can get a stop. They've done it before. The problem is, can they do it again and again and again? And then they need to score again and again, and they need to score a touchdown next time. They can't just get down there 1st and goal and decide to not score, because now they gotta kick for 3, and it'll still leave them in a 1-score game, though. That's all they need. No wonder they show commercials, because the broadcaster doesn't know what to do when there's commercials. I try to talk about what happened last, but when I get done with that, I got nothing else to talk about. Oh, we are back, and they're interviewing Tulane interim head coach. Slade Nagel. And this still has been a pretty clean game. There have only been like 3 penalties, as the kick is... Oh, did he miss that? Oh, barely squeaked in. But Tulane now down only 1 score. $14:56, plenty of time. Tulane should feel comfortable now that they got it down to a 1-score game, but they have to keep it at a 1-score game. They can't let them crawl back or crawl away from you. You got to just keep going. You got to get a big stop here, and obviously, the guy on the other side, Kyron Drones, is trying to end this game on this possession, which I, it wouldn't end it, but it depends how long they keep the football because last time they they had a 4-minute drive, which takes a good third of the quarter. So as they're gonna kick this one off. And a touchback. So Jones will start at the 25, just like the last possession. This time he's looking for 7, though, not 3. As today he has 108 yards on the ground, while Tootin has 114 yards on the ground. First time they've had 2 100-yard rushers since 2021, I believe. So that is wild. And Kyron Jones is looking to put another touchdown on that number, as they have trips left. And they change the formation to a 2-back set. Drones snaps it, hands it, no, keeps it. Another read option, and Drones is going past the 50, and he's going to be brought down at about the 35, 36. What a run by Drones. They need to start being able to stop him. He's past the 40. He's brought down at about like the 37, sorry. But wow, he got up quick and he's excited. And they could go up more scores too. They could go up 2 scores again with a field goal. And they could also go up 2 scores with a touchdown. As Tootin doesn't have much space but creates a lane. And he gets 9 out of it. Just realized this is still on 4th and goal. I'm sorry. It'll be 2nd and 1. Oh, not 2nd and 0. It'll be 2nd and 1 as Tootin evades the defenders and creates a hole even when there was none. 2nd and 1. Drones. Handoff, no. Keeper. Drones up the middle and still going for a first down and more. Kyron Drones is a running machine. They can't contain him. He just runs up the middle so easily. It's literally zone read, and he's getting 50-yard play. As there's a Tulane player on the field. And wow, Kyron Drones has been running so well today. And if they win, that is what will propel them to win. If there's an MVP for this bowl game, it should definitely be him. He is dominating. As we are almost at the 3-hour mark of this stream. This game's far from over. 13-16 left in a 27-20 football game, but Drones and the Hokies are driving. Jones, the transfer from Baylor. He's a redshirt sophomore out of Pearland, Texas. Came to Virginia Tech last year in the transfer portal and is leading them to a bowl game this year. I think Tulane should just put a quarterback spy because they know he's going to run. He's going to run. I don't know. Tulane needs to figure something out if they want to win this game because they cannot keep letting him run for 40 yards every single play. or I mean, it's like 10 yards basically, but still 10 yards of play is huge. Wow. With all these injured players, it stops so much. There's so many commercials, but it's been a good game. I've really enjoyed this game. It's been competitive, it's been close, it's not a blowout. It's nice when it's not a blowout. As they snap it. Handoff. Tulane only picks up a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9 now. Drones throws, pass caught, touchdown. Hokies. It's the tight end again. For some reason, it looked like he was across the line of scrimmage, but I guess not. And a huge touchdown puts him on top by 13. Oh, I guess he wasn't across the line. And wide open in the back of the end zone is his tight end. Gosnell now has 2 touchdowns on the day. And Virginia Tech takes a 14-point lead over the Green Wave. Not ideal for Tulane. They gotta stop them. They just couldn't right there, and it shows now. They're down 14. Honestly, Virginia Tech's rolling. Whether Tulane scores or not, it doesn't matter because Virginia Tech's just scoring back. They are rolling right now, but they still got 12:30 left. Tulane waiting to receive the kick. And it is a short kick, caught at the 26-yard line. And they bring him down at the 29, and there's fighting going on. And there's a big fight here. And the ref's trying to split it up, pushing and shoving after the return. Wow. Okay. And in shotgun, Kai Horton. Play fake. Looks. Throws the check down. and breaks a tackle. He's going to get a first down with that check down and a big hit, and the ball is out again. And Virginia Tech has it. At the 45, it's recovered by Virginia Tech. Oh my goodness. A big hit leads to the fumble, and Virginia Tech could go up 3 scores soon. Boom. Oh, yeah. Big hit there. And it's recovered at about the 44-yard line, 45 maybe. Wow, Virginia Tech has all the momentum now. That is crazy. And now they can go up 3 scores. Drones. Reverse. Big pickup on the reverse. First down again. That was Turner Bradshaw with the carry on the reverse. He's the redshirt freshman out of Bluefield, Virginia. Now they're at the 30, 1st and 10. It's a handoff, and he'll get 5. He picks up 5. That one's Malachi Thomas with the carry. And now, second and 5. Looks, hit as he throws, and he dropped it. Pass is dropped. It'll be a 3rd and 5. It's dropped by Felton. Daquan Felton drops the pass. He's 6'5", redshirt senior from Portsmouth, Virginia. I think that's his second drop of the day. But Felton having a decent day. Not really. Felton's not having a very good day. He's been targeted twice with no receptions. As they give the ball. No, he keeps it. Such a good fake, but he's short of the line to gain by a yard. He's looking at him. He's like, let's go for this. They're going to mark it as 4th and 1. But it looks more like 4th and inches. You got to go for it here because it's over if you get this. I feel like you're going to break Tulane if this is successful here. 10:20 remaining. And first down. Get down. Oh, but he goes out of bounds. And stands in his face. Drones stands in the defender's face that he just hit after picking up about 8 for a first down and 10:10 to go. I don't think these guys are, these teams are friends right now. They are not liking each other. And I guess the clock doesn't stop. Why don't they tell me the clock stops? As now it's 1st and 10. Handoff. 2 in. Touchdown. Hokies. They are up by 20 now. probably going to be 21, and there's some more fighting with drones and the defender as Tootin is in for his, what is it, second or third touchdown now. Virginia starting to put this game out of reach. And the extra point is good. So a 21-point lead after the fumble by Tulane. Wow. Tootin and drones combined for over 200 yards rushing right now. Probably over 300 now in a 41-20 Virginia Tech lead. This game was 27-20 a few minutes ago. And we still got 9:33 left. Virginia Tech trying to hold on. They're up by a lot. We'll see if Tulane can do something to help them, because they're not doing well right now, and they're struggling a lot. They're struggling a lot. They need to figure out something. So Tulane fumbles, and Virginia Tech is just like, we're gonna just destroy you guys then. And Kyron Drones puts it on his back on that fourth down and gets the first down. Huge play. And up by 21's a lot and very good for Virginia Tech, a team that didn't make a bowl game last year, went 3-9, is now 6-6, about to be 7-6 maybe, against a team who won the Cotton Bowl last year. Tulane won the Cotton Bowl last year, but not this year. Might not even win the Military Bowl. This is the Military Bowl, not the Cotton Bowl this year. You're playing a Virginia Tech team who's eager for a bowl win, and they might get it today. They're hoping. We will see what Tulane does on offense this time. Hopefully not a fumble first play. And they're ready to kick it off. And they kick it away. And it's going to be another short one. Caught at the 20 almost. The 16, actually, sorry. And brought down. As Tulane gets onto the field, we'll see what Kai Horton can do. I don't know. Here it goes. 1st and 10 from the 32. looks, rolls out right, pumps, looks to run, and he gets drilled. Sacked all the way back to a loss of about 5. He gets drilled on that sack, got thrown down. It'll be second down and 15, maybe 16. Oh, 13. I was wrong. It's hard when you don't have a bird's eye view from the box. Handoff. No gain at all. Great penetration from this Virginia Tech team to not let it go across the line of scrimmage. And Shady Clayton Johnson couldn't do anything there. Third down and 13 for the Tulane Green Wave. Third down and 12 for the Green Wave. Looking to, they need something. They're looking for anything. And they might get a jump. And oh my goodness! Horton is drilled by the man who jumped off sides, I'm pretty sure. Horton is hit hard. And it's going to be offsides. Man, the man who hits Horton is the one that was offsides, and he destroyed him. It'll be a 3rd and 7 now. And he's hurt after his huge hit there, and Horton's up fine. How is he hurt after destroying him? That's the second offsides call on Virginia Tech today, as they're still up 21 and a 3rd and 7 that Tulane probably wouldn't have got the 3rd and 12. Now they make it easier on a 3rd and 7. And 7:58 left. Almost half the quarter gone. Well, half the quarter gone. Yeah, half the quarter. Almost half the quarter. So we're almost done here. And sorry about that. It's just been a long day sitting here and talking. But 7:58 left. Remember the Duke's Mayo Bowl next after this one. So I recommend go watch that one. I won't broadcast it though. So you'll have to watch it somewhere else or listen to it somewhere else because I can't. This one was already long enough. But I'll start doing these more in the future maybe. Because they're fun. I like doing this. The 2023 Military Bowl. The winner might just be the Virginia Tech Hokies. But it also still could be Tulane. If they get this 3rd and 7, this is what they need to do. They need to throw it short and get it. Because I don't feel like they're going to get it. Because they just haven't been able to move the football all day. And we will see. And we're waiting for the thing to come back, the game to come back on, and here it is, 3rd and 8. Throws, pass, caught. Oh, it's close. It's close. Did he get the first down? And he did. Wow. Huge pickup there. Or no, he didn't. It said first down. But no, it's 4th and 3. And he looks to throw, pass. It's caught. Just barely caught. But he still makes the grab. Huge first down, and they're rushing to the football. They don't got much time to score 21 points. It's caught by Lakeith Brown. Brown, probably the number 1 target today. Looks 1st and 10. And he'll throw it. Oh, right off the... was that the face mask? It'll be 2nd and 10. Incomplete there. I think it was right off the face mask. Yeah, it was. It's right off the face mask of the intended target, Jalen Rogers, the redshirt freshman. 2nd and 10 here. 6:39 left. 2nd and 10. It's the snap. Handoff. And great defensive play. Only picks up 1. It'll be 3rd and 9. It's only 6:28 left. Clock is ticking if they want to possibly win this game. In shotgun, 3rd and 9. Looks, fires, open on the side, and an awful throw. It'll be 4th and 9. Now you gotta go. I guess they're not going for it. Or is there timeout taken here? Because it looks like they're running their offense off the field. They're punting. I would think you have to go for this, don't you? I mean, you can't stop Virginia Tech. We'll see if they can now. Maybe it's a fake. It's not. Almost blocked. And, oh, he almost muffs it, but catches it at the 13. And that's where the Hokies will take over. And there's a flag down. Is it roughing the kicker or running into the kicker, maybe? Running into the kicker. And it's running into the kicker. They're going to replay 4th down. So 4th and 8. Replay it. Oh, now it's 4th and 3. Because of the 5-yard penalty. Do they go for it here now? And, oh, they do. They're going to go for it. 4th and 3. Let's see, I wonder what's going on here. It's a 5-yard penalty. It's 4th and 8. Now it's 4th and 3. Yep, they're going to go for it now. Down by 21. In shotgun. 5:51 left. Horton. Gets it. Looks. Fires. Pass. Wide open. Caught! First down to the 30-yard line. Wide open. Good throw by Horton. And good catch by Fleming. Makes up for when he muffed the punt. As he looks end zone for Fleming, and he drops that one. So we can only make one good play. Fleming cannot catch that one. He gets a hand on it, but can't reel it in. Prevented the pick, but does not make the grab for the touchdown. So from the 30, 2nd and 10. Dumps it off screen. And horse collar looks like it's going to be called. Horse collar tackle. It was Shady Clayton Johnson with the football. And it was on... Oh, they call face mask. And it's number 22 of Virginia Tech. Mario Kendricks with the penalty. So it'll be 1st and 10. Looks under pressure, evades it. I don't know how. Gets the pass out and almost picked. Don't know how Horton evades the pressure there. But he ends up doing a very good job at that and then throwing almost an interception, which isn't a very good job. And now 2nd and 10 from the 15. 4:52 remaining. Play clock winding down. Pitches it out. And that was Shady Clayton Johnson for a pickup of 3. Wonder where Hughes is. Pickup of 4, actually. Third and 6. Timeout called by the Green Wave. And no flag. And what is the flag here? Illegal substitution on Tulane. So it'll back him up to a 3rd and 11 now. From the 16. I saw Horton give the timeout sign, so I thought it was going to be a timeout, but it wasn't. They go with a jet sweep, runs into his own man, and it'll be 4th down. 4th down and about 7, 6 maybe. Fourth and 6. Big play here. They're 2 for 2 on 4th downs. And did they get him to jump? Oh my goodness. Pressure everywhere, and the pass is going to be incomplete. He picks it off, but they say he didn't get both feet in. And it'll be Virginia Tech football. That's pretty much going to do it. 3:31 left. So, wow. The face mask gets them down to the 15, and they don't do anything with it. And they're still down 41-20. Okay. Well, it was a 4th down and 6, and he just tries to throw it away. Almost picked off. Don't know if he got his foot in, but it doesn't really matter. It's a turnover either way. And Tulane only has 2 timeouts, but 3 minutes is still a pretty decent amount of time. So we will see if Tulane can stop Virginia Tech, because right now Kyron Drones is just running all over them. So they need to get a stop here. <sighs> 21 points in 3 minutes would be crazy if Tulane could do it. They need a touchdown a minute. So, well, technically they need a touchdown a minute 10, because they have 1:30 left, basically. But still, very improbable. As next up is obviously the Duke's Mayo Bowl. So I won't be broadcasting that game, but if you want to watch it, it's on ESPN. Just like this one. But if you're traveling, try and find it on the radio, because I won't be here. And a handoff on the first play, and that's going to get nowhere. And it'll be 2nd and 10. As it was Jeremiah Coney with the run. His clock is just ticking. Second, and they give him 9. And, so they took out Kyron Drones. So that one gets them to a 3rd and 1. First down would be nice here for Virginia Tech. Quarterback in now is Grant Wells. Wells is a redshirt senior from Charleston, West Virginia, in what might be his final college football game. 3rd and 1. Just over 2 minutes left. Wells in shotgun. And it's a pitch out. And a first down to Coney. But does he get out of bounds? He might have gotten out of bounds. I don't know, so I didn't stop my clock. I'm just going to wait and see. And they did stop the clock. And Wells in shotgun, 1st and 10. Handoff again. This time, no gain. It's Coney with another run. As looks like the Military Bowl is wrapping up. Kyron drones today. 176 rushing yards, 3 touchdowns. Total touchdowns. 2 passing, 1 rushing. As Wells lets the play clock go all the way down, gets the snap, hands the ball off, back to Coney. Coney drives, picks up 8. I was about to say 7. It looked like 7. I don't know. It's close. I'm going to give him 8. I was thinking 7, but then I said 8. So we'll see. 50 seconds left in this football game, and they gave him 7. I should have stuck with my gut. 40 seconds left. Snap, handoff. And it'll be 4th down and a timeout. I think a timeout. They might be measuring. And no, they just let the clock run. Five seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the Military Bowl champions are the Virginia Tech Hokies. Ending the year at 7-6. And that'll do it. That'll do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you guys next year. Peace.